How'd you earn your pay?
How'd you earn your pay?
I will reply with a whole lot of anger.
I will reply with a whole lot of anger.
Earn my pay as an airborne ranger.
Earn my pay as an airborne ranger.
Alright guys, here I have the M110. This is probably my favorite semi-automatic sniper rifle in the game. Just because it is very accurate. It's basically just as accurate as the M24. The only difference between the two is that, well, this one's a lot heavier. But that aside, it's got a 20-round box magazine that I can slap in this thing, and that I don't have to worry about my running out of those 5 shots. And it's semi-automatic, so I can put rounds downrange really quickly. And what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that in ARMA, not all of the 7.62 rounds are the same. And what I mean by that is they behave differently in that they have different accuracies and they have different velocities that all affect your round at longer ranges. So, as you recall, 80-26. Hit the target just above where I was aiming, so that's pretty decent. 786. Looks familiar? That's because it has the same stats as the M24. The M24 standard rounds. So now next let's load the M110 tracer. And look at that, 850 meters per second. Looks like we're seeing a pattern here, huh? The tracer rounds for the 7.62 seem to be going at 850 meters per second, and basically a lot faster than the standard rounds. I don't know why that is. That's not actually how it is in real life, because the higher velocity means that the powder charge, the powder load inside of the round is a lot greater. Or in this case, it doesn't have to be. This is not a lot greater, but just a little bit. It's a noticeable, a bit greater. But anyway, the next thing, let's try out the standard Mark 17 rounds. .844 meters per second muzzle velocity. So it's not that much different from the tracer rounds, but you'll see that it has a significantly higher muzzle velocity. Now, I believe that the accuracy on these rounds, the long-range rounds like this are, the spread is a bit wider than the M110, because M110 is a marksman round. It is heavier. That's why it is traveling slower. The 7.62 round is a battle rifle round meant for the battle rifle class of weapons. Basically, like the Mark 17, the HK 417, and so forth. So, next thing we're going to try, Mark 17 M118LR, which stands for long range. And we'll hit the target. Let's check where it hit. Right where I was aiming. And look at that, 759. That's even slower than the standard 7.62 rounds. That's because this long-range round is even heavier. So basically, there are 3 classes of rounds that you can think of for 7.62. This is probably going to be the culminating point of this this particular video. Tracers, standard, and special ball rounds, which is probably be the best way to call this. So the tracers are lighter, that's why they're obviously traveling faster, or they have a larger powder load. Whichever one it is, doesn't really matter, I guess, but what does make a difference is that this M118 LR long-range round is significantly heavier, and it is meant to be heavier and travel a little bit slower because it maintains its kinetic energy at longer ranges. Basically follows the same principles as the 338 Lapua, except it transfers the characteristics of 338 Lapua to a 7.62 caliber round. Basically maximizing mass, therefore maximizing mass while also maximizing aerodynamics to achieve the maximum amount of kinetic energy downrange possible. So you can have the best performance, best lethality. Anyway, that concludes this video, and hope you guys learned a little bit of something about the variations in ammunition. I did not use the any, I say, east side weapons such as the SVD because, well, I went over the NATO weapons now, and I didn't really see a purpose to go over any of the east weapons. But the SVD, actually, just as a fun fact, it does have different ballistics between its rounds. So, but I didn't go over that right now, and I didn't go over the 50 cal rounds because those are actually the same. Those do not have any difference between tracers and standards. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys later.